The most overpaid 49er. Who is it, in your opinion?
By default, because he's still on his rookie contract, it's Solomon Thomas. So, you know, it's $9 million. But it's not fair to say that because he's on his rookie contract and the 49ers had the bad judgment of drafting him 3rd overall. So looking at their free agent signings, I think it's a toss-up. Weston Richburg and Quan Alexander, they're 2 guys that don't have a huge cap hit this year, but they got huge contracts, and I don't think either one of those guys plays out their entire contract. I think they're 2 cut candidates going into next year because they're owed so much money. So outside of Solomon Thomas, I'd say it's one of those 2. More so Richburg than Alexander, though.
Yeah, I would go Solomon Thomas as well, just for the rookie contract being a little too high. But next year, when I think Solomon Thomas could be a career 49er, just one of those backups that just stays on the team. You know, he'll come back for $1 million next year, and just that type of thing. He brings good culture. So not saying he's going to be a starter like he should have been as a 3rd overall pick, but I think that's kind of where he was. And then Weston Richburg, being hurt and not living up to that big contract. He was one of Shanahan's big signings.
It's funny how we all thought of Solomon Thomas right away. We're like, oh, it's easy, Solomon Thomas. All right, so let's think of someone else because he really is making more money than Nick Bosa this year. He's like the 5th highest paid player in the team this year, making $9 million. Ooh, okay. So if it's Solomon Thomas is out, this person's making – I got 2 names because Solomon Thomas is the right answer. But people who make more than him, Dee Ford. I mean, he's impactful when he's on the field, but 232 snaps last year for $17 million. What a country. Come on. There's no amount of impact that you can have where you actually earn $17 million for 232 snaps. That's amazing. He should give like half of that back. So Dee Ford 1, and then Jimmy Garoppolo, not because he hasn't played well. I mean, his record speaks for itself, but he's paid a ridiculous amount of money, as all quarterbacks are. I mean, every team's quarterback is the most overpaid player on the team because teams are just crazy with paying their quarterbacks. It doesn't work. It handicaps the rest of your team. Jimmy's right on the borderline of getting paid too much. He's not in the Russell Wilson, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott territory. Thank goodness for the 49ers. But they're paying him to be elite, and he needs to be. And he's not quite there yet. He's very good. So you could put Jimmy in the overpaid category, although he could earn it soon. Dee Ford is probably never going to earn it unless he magically becomes 4 years younger and stops getting all these injuries. The answer is Solomon Thomas. You guys get it right.